Buongiorno. Hello and welcome to Draw With Me. I'm Danny Gregory and I'm glad to see that a lot of you are here ready to do some drawing. And I'm happy to see that JJ is here too.
Hi.
JJ, how are you today?
I'm fine, mighty fine. It's cooled down a tad.
Yeah, it's very nice.
And shaping up to be a stunner.
Stunner.
Yeah.
It's true. Yes, we have a lot of friends here from all over the world.
We sure do. Some places I think I've never seen before today.
We have, yes, for instance, ATX. What is that?
Yeah, where's ATX?
Serafina, welcome from wherever you are. Ramya in Dubai, who shares birthdays.
Birthday buddy.
Very nice. John Cromer back.
Missed you.
Heavily drinking already.
Yeah.
Kind of early
Cheers.
for that. Yeah, very nice. So does that mean you do every time we say you people?
Yeah.
He does a shot.
Correct.
Dude, it's 9 o'clock in the morning. John Patton complaining that I'm doing Draw With Me 7 Days Challenge and Selfie-Tember.
You know.
You think it's tough for you? Try joining me here in the studio.
Have you heard that Danny is what we call a triple Virgo?
That's nothing to do with it.
It gets a lot done. He gets a lot done.
All right, we've got Ellery from Tbilisi.
Oh, cool. That's cool. I don't think I've seen Georgia before.
Yeah, that's very nice.
I saw Portugal.
Here's Yolanda from Switzerland.
Nice.
Figa. It's an interesting name. Yes. And Heike, who is about to leave.
Yeah,
but,
she's got waterfalls, so I don't blame her.
Yes, you should see a doctor about that. Or a urologist. Let's see. Oh, Grace Afridi, also, of course, another birthday buddy.
Yes.
Yes. All right, good. Well, and Jim Orlowski from Langley.
We got a lot of friends. It's a global hug, as we always like to proclaim and exclaim at the beginning of the show. But it is nice. It's nice to feel like we have all these connective threads, friends
Pavel
all
from
over.
Poland, yes.
Yeah.
So, yes. Good. Sorry, I'm just taking a deep breath because it's true. It's true that we have been doing a lot.
Well, you were spooked by those Friday the 13th. I mean, that was a cavalcade for the ages. That was chilling and thrilling.
That was a lot of stuff and a lot of interesting interpretations. What I liked about that project is we didn't give reference, so it was kind of up to everybody to make up their own stuff. So that was cool. And yes, we've been very busy, as John said, with, I posted a video today about doing a 7-day illustrated journal challenge. Challenges, I don't know, we debated that word, challenge. It's not meant to be a challenge.
Project.
Habit, forming something, exercise, regimen.
A guide.
No, regimen.
A regimen. Well, you like to say a program.
Program, that's my grandfather.
Yeah, your grandfather would say, what's your program for the day?
But anyway, yes, so that's a way of getting you into illustrated journaling, and I posted a video about that this morning. But actually, if you'd been a member, you would have seen it last night because members get to see some of these videos earlier. But the channel members have been hanging in with me through 19 days so far of Selfie-Tember. It's been grueling. No, it hasn't been grueling. It's been a lot of fun. It's been a really nice way to kick off the day.
Yeah, thank you to all the channel members. Are you going to make October like easy breezy lemon squeezy? Going to do something even harder than like 30 minutes? Okay, get ready.
Yeah,
don't miss out.
It's called Nudies. It's nude self-portraits.
Oh, no.
Yeah, so that's going to be, but that's why it's for members only, if you get my drift.
You're going to wear a members only jacket and nothing else?
Boy.
So what are we doing today?
I have no idea. We're gonna do something. Let's just draw something. Today, what we're gonna do is, because it's so nice out here, we've been spending time outside
for the first time in 4 months.
So this is a kind of a simple thing. We're gonna draw our pomegranate trees.
Yeah, they're pretty great.
They are. We're
lucky to have them.
Bulging with pomegranates right now, and they just look nice. Our garden looks nice.
Our garden does look nice.
It's just nice to be out there.
People think of Phoenix and they don't think the type of vegetation we have.
Yeah, so I'm going to show you a picture of our pomegranate trees, and we're just going to draw it. Draw it with whatever you want to do. Do it with whatever you want to do. We've got some a few questions here. Cindy wants, Lisa wants to know if it's Inktober related. I don't know what Inktober is. Where can we get a Sketchbook School coffee mug?
Oh yeah, it's on our website.
On our website. Go to sketchbookschool.com. You can find it there. Are we doing My Illustrated Life again?
Yes.
Yes, we are next month. Stay tuned. Whatever. Sketchbook School OnlyFans. Yes. That's
salacious.
That's coming up.
We'll get Twiggy to do some poses.
Yes.
She's actually really kind of laying on her back, exposing herself right now.
Excuse me. We don't want to terrify anybody who's relatively new to Draw With Me. This is not the way it goes.
No.
It's not that kind of thing. It's a family show. All right, here's our pomegranate tree.
It's a stand of trees. There are 3.
Oh, that's interesting. Yeah, it's a stand. So pomegranates they're really strange trees. They can be bushes, but they're basically like a bunch of little strands, like little kind of, I don't know, little mini trunks. So each tree is kind of made of intertwined trunks. And then there's a bushy part at the top. So, and then there's pomegranates scattered all over it. So yeah, that's kind of it. That's all I got. That's all I got for you.
Yeah. So, these are our actual trees, but you've augmented this because you took out our fence.
I did. I removed our fence from the background so we could see the trees in all their beauty.
I see.
Their glory.
Okay.
If you don't mind.
I don't mind. I'm into it.
Yeah. So what I'm going to do is, we've just been doing a lot of stuff in the membership thing. We've been doing a lot of watercolor, and that's been kind of inspiring me. So I'm kind of thinking watercolor. I'm going to start there. Let's do some water. Just throw down some watercolors.
Yeah, so the first year that we lived in this house was in 2020 when people were, not really moving around the cabin much. And I remember, so a curiosity about pomegranates, they are one of the few fruits that do not continue to ripen after you pick them. So this is problematic because you have to harvest like the entire stand of trees at once, and then you're lousy with pomegranates. Like, I mean, it's ridiculous. I don't even want to put a number on it. It's staggering. So we filled up bags and went around in the car and dropped them off on people's doorsteps so they could decorate their Thanksgiving like a tablescape.
Total strangers. We almost got arrested.
But the thing is, the first year that we lived in this house, the house had been a rental for quite a long while, and the landlord hadn't done really much other than keep the yard trimmed, but he hadn't fertilized the trees or pruned them in a way that encouraged the fruits to be healthy. So the trees were producing a high volume of low quality fruits, right? This is from an arborist. I'm not making this up. But anyway, so the following year we had an arborist come and they really knocked them back in a way so that there were, the cuttings weren't random. You follow like a through line of a branch, keep those in a structural way, and then think about the smaller branches to set back, and then got them some like deep root fertilizer, and since then the fruit has been much better.
Yeah. We still have way too many, but we do have a friend who has a restaurant, and I think they're going to take a bunch of them off our hands and do like a pomegranate menu, and that'll be nice. Maybe
and hopefully that's going to pay some dividends, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
So one time we have the normal grocery store chains here, and then there's sort of an upscale fancy-ish store where they have pretty much the exact same stuff, but at like double the price. And we once went in there and they had pomegranates and they were on sale for $4.99 each. And we were like, wow, this, we might get out of the sketchbook school business entirely and just go into the pomegranate business.
Yeah.
Because that was feeling like a pretty lucrative move.
We were renting our house at that time. We figured if we harvested the tree, it would pay our rent. And it was the landlord's tree, so that would be doubly nice.
Yeah.
But we couldn't be bothered. So we
Well, in the spirit of full disclosure, we have the reference that you're drawing is in our backyard, and we have 3 or 4 additional pomegranate trees in the front yard.
Yeah. It's a little insane.
Jace is asking, are we doing multiple images or just this one? It's just this one today, right?
Yeah, just the one. That's a good question, though. But yeah, I mean, I think we can spend some time with this guy.
It's always nice to spend time in nature.
Yeah.
I think I've told this story before. So for those who have heard it twice, my apologies, but it is an epic story. So around this time last year, I was sitting at our dining room table and I was on a Zoom meeting, and Danny was in his little studio in here on the same Zoom meeting.
It's not a little studio, it's a gigantic studio.
People who come and see it in real life are always like, it's small. I thought it would be so much bigger. It's
People don't
small.
realize that I'm actually very small.
They don't realize that
I
can like reach over and like give you bunny ears. Anyway, so I'm on this meeting in full view, gazing at the pomegranate trees, and what to my wondering eyes should appear is something quite distressing, which is a rat. A rat. So here in Phoenix, there are what they call roof rats, and they really go for your citrus. Like they really want to get into the fruit trees. So I see a rat. At first I was like, what is that? Then I actually turned my Zoom camera off, went outside, visually saw that it was a rat, came back inside in all capital letters, sending Danny a DM like, oh my God, there's a rat in the tree. It's like disaster. And before I can even complete firing off this message, stage left enters a hawk, sits on a branch for about one, and at that point I'm just like, okay, this Zoom meeting, I can contribute nothing here. Hawk takes rat and exits to the west.
That was our rat. I don't know who he thinks he is.
I mean, it was like less than 2 minutes stem to stern, and this, I think it sent a clear message to other rats who were perhaps
we've
interested
never had
in the
another one.
pomegranate tree. But it was absolutely, it was one of the greatest things I've ever seen. Truly, it was like, what's the phrase? Nature is lit.
Badass.
It's like nature is lit.
Badass.
That was very cool. So, all right, somebody's asking, can you recommend a good watercolor sketchbook? I think you have a Hanamula one, right?
No, this is not a good one that I'm using right now. It's not Hanamula. It's a Canson mixed media thing, which I use mixed media generally. So no, I can't. But I would, if I was to recommend one, and I am to recommend one. It's not this one. It is
Canson. Don't call us.
No. This is a mixed media thing. It's not a watercolor sketchbook.
Oh, I see.
So I mean, there's nothing wrong with it. It's a great sketchbook for what I use it for normally. But I would recommend the Hanamula 100% cotton.
Yeah.
Is a nice one. I like that a lot. That is usually my good quality one.
Yeah, it's sort of premium.
Yeah. But if you do a lot of watercolor, if that's really your thing, then that's what you want. I do stuff I do stuff in ink, and I do stuff in various other materials. So therefore, mixed media, particularly for Draw With Me, is often what I do. All All right, I think I'm going to let this sit for a little bit. I need to do this a bit more, but I find like watercoloring trees is just nice. It's a good medium, I find, for doing trees because it's, you can deal with like the overall big shape of the tree, but you can also have the variations of the leaves in it. When you just draw it with ink, to me it's a little harder to really get the spirit of the overall tree. Although I do that too, but there's something nicer about this. And what I'm thinking I'm going to do is just let it sit for a minute.
You're going to hit it with a hairdryer?
I think I'm going to hit it with a hairdryer. So let's just... I'm going to turn off my microphone.
Should I turn off mine?
No, I'll turn you down.
Alrighty then.
There we go. We're back.
Woo, woo.
Yeah, as I was doing this, I was thinking I was going to use a brush pen, but now I'm thinking I want to use colored ink instead. I have this, which is Ecoline ink. And it is, from what I remember, it is a nice warm gray. Cool gray, actually. I can't remember what color it is exactly.
Hot, so cool, you're hot.
That's exactly what I was going to say.
Cool.
So yeah, I think I'm going to try this. Might be a mistake. But it wouldn't be my first mistake, so...
There are no mistakes in art.
Well, I often prove that not to be the case, but I do assert it on a regular basis. Yeah, so this is... So
John Patton is talking about when he had a pomegranate tree in LA and how aggressive the hummingbirds were. So the pomegranates start as orange blossoms, and they're bright orange. And they're beautiful, but they make the hummingbirds crazy, like insane in the membrane. And they get territorial, and they have aerial warfare that is so violent, you would not believe. Sometimes the two of them, they'll fly straight into each other, and it's like a noise that is loud.
It's like helicopter battles.
It's crazy. It's crazy. He said they were the chihuahuas of birds. It's true.
That's a great way of putting it. I never
It's
thought
true.
of that. The chihuahua of birds. They are. They're like, they think that they're way bigger than they are. Although they rarely attack other birds. They're not that crazy.
Yeah, that would be a mistake. Don't want to see a
Like
hawk v hummingbird battle. I think that would end poorly. Maybe even worse than the rat.
Although a chihuahua would probably take on a Great Dane if they had to.
Your reference photo is like a little over...
I know.
Okay.
But that's the way it's going. Can't see everything. You can't see your beautiful face, my rugged handsomeness, and the drawing and the reference. So, so given the choice, figured if you see the reference, then you can draw your own. And I'll show you what I'm doing in a minute.
So you're making scratchy.
Yes.
Need
My
that.
patented.
What do you call it? ASMR?
ASMR, right? For those of you who
dip pen ASMR.
get off on the sound of dip pens.
Yeah, I don't hate it. The blending stump is the thing that kills me. So nails on chalkboard. Ugh.
Well, what about nails on chalkboard?
Yeah, also not my preference.
Some people don't like this scritchy scratch sound, though.
Yeah, I've definitely there's
haters.
It's like a violent kind of offense for some ears, tender ears.
That's why God invented the volume knob.
Mute button. So do we want to talk about the absolutely amazing concert we saw on Monday?
Sure. Michelle Ennigacello.
Yeah. If she comes to your area, I mean, absolutely outstanding. Michelle, so it's like, I think it's maybe M apostrophe Shell. Endigliocello. She is so profoundly moved. Like her voice. Also, she plays the bass incredibly, but her entire band was so accomplished, and they were so it was really a moment. They were riffing on the work of James Baldwin, which was also quite touching, and I cannot recommend it enough. I actually looked on her website to see, is she going anywhere? Someone I know, I should give them a nudge to go see it. And I think she's heading to Europe. So for our European pals, Michelle Endigliocello. Oh, such a nice concert. We really enjoyed it. And for us to go out on a Monday, I mean, it's
our second concert of the week.
Wow, my stomach just growled quite loudly.
How long ago did we see
the Polyphonic Spree? It was last Wednesday, I believe.
It's a lot.
Glow put it in the chat. Yeah, if someone's wondering how to spell it based on my pronunciation, it's in there. Swaggy Snow giving us compliments. Thank you.
On what? On my t-shirt?
She said, you both look amazing as always. Heart emoji, particularly hands and a heart emoji.
Particularly in a very, very small monitor.
Yes. Find if you put a large text block that says subscribe over half of your face, it blocks out some of your wrinkles.
Oh, that's right. Are you down under the thing? I'm not having that. I'm sorry. You're moving. You're moving. There you are. Now you're up in the tree with me.
Aw, babe, that sounds so nice.
KISSING.
Somebody, all right, I think it might have been Patience, but somebody went to the trouble because remember last week we weren't sure when we got married. Sad but true.
To look up our birthday.
And they found it in a blog post.
Oh my God.
Yeah. March 29th, 2016.
I know exactly. I can tell you the time. I can tell you the GPS coordinates.
Yeah, City Hall, New York City. Yeah. We rode the subway. It was a Tuesday.
That is sad that that's what people have.
It's not sad. It's
that's the impression that we gave.
I mean, I don't think it's the worst thing. Hey, Mary Prell is down the street in Deer Valley.
All right. I'm ready for the pièce de résistance.
Oh. It's kind of hard to see how ruby red they are in the reference.
I know. But they are that. They take a really long time to mature. I mean, like 6 months that they're sitting on the tree. And the thing is, you can't really tell if they're ripe from the outside.
No.
So you pluck it, and then if you pluck it and it's not ripe, you're done. It's not going to ripen on its own. So it's They suck as fruit, I've got to say.
So I think that after the first year when we gave all the fruits away because they were high volume, low quality, the second year I went to the trouble to make pomegranate juice. And let me just say, it basically destroyed our kitchen. Like, there was pomegranate splattering on the ceiling, like across the other side of the kitchen. And we don't have a huge kitchen, small studio, small kitchen, smallish house. It was filthy. It was such labor too. So you have to firstly, you have to bust these things open, and then they're full of membranes and what are called arils, pomegranate arils. So you pulse those into the blender. You have to separate the two, get all the membranes, pulse them in the blender, and then you have to press them through a fine mesh sieve.
Or you can just go to the supermarket and buy it
for $4.99.
Pomegranate juice.
Yeah, it was honestly probably a whole day. And I got through like a tiny amount, and then we were like, okay, we'll put them in the garage and deal with them later. Then they got fruit flies. Then our garage so we've had pomegranate battles.
Yeah, they suck as fruit. They suck. You're getting the picture now. At first we were like, oh my God, how exotic we have No, they suck. I would have much rather had
this is why
10 more orange trees.
This is why we are getting hopefully restaurant credit. Like, they're going to come harvest, take them away, and then give us, like, some filet mignon in trade. Which,
that would be nice, because that was the other tree we were going to get.
The cow tree.
A nice steak tree.
We have an orange tree. We have
3 orange trees. Now a little fourth.
What was the one that you bought
at
Costco?
Tangerine.
Planted a tangerine tree. So we'll see what happens with that. And our neighbor across the street has a fig tree, which you can go grab figs off of and eat. And it's sort of a lovely little...
We had none of that in New York.
No. You know what we did have in New York?
We had
hawks eating rats. Hawks eating rats. It's the one thing that's held true in both places.
Is it us? Could be. We just attract vermin and predators. Speaking of, where's Twiggy sleeping? Is she?
Yeah. She's so cute. She's all stretched out. She's doing OnlyFans.
It was her birthday this week.
Yes. She's 4. Time is flying.
Final birthday of the season. All right, I'm feeling it. Yeah, see, this is what I was worried about, that it was going to go fast, and it did.
Lettering?
Lettering, yeah. What should I say?
Pomegranates suck? That would be really, really aggressive sad, thing right? to say.
That would be sad.
Yeah. Oh, Ron has a mango tree.
That sounds like a very good idea.
That is a nice tree.
How do you spell pomegranate? P-O-M-E-G-R-A-N-T?
Yeah, P-O-M-E-G-R-A-N-A-T-E. Wow, Twiglet. Slurpaholic over there. Gulptastic.
A-N-T-E-S. Now she's leaving the room.
Swaggy Snow is suggesting maybe perhaps a second drawing.
What should we draw?
A hummingbird?
I don't have any reference.
I could probably find you one.
No, don't.
You know what? You got to put the fence back in. That settles it. Yeah, the suggestions are coming in to draw a pomegranate. Do you want me to go pluck one off the tree for you?
I can show you the pomegranate that I drew.
Well, the point is to use up the remaining 25 minutes of the show. Pomegranate? Plucking? Go getting?
Yeah.
Okay, be right back.
Do we have one? Oh, you're going to bring one in? Oh, good idea.
One
Yeah.
off the tree.
Yeah. Not sure how we're going to show it, but
It'll be a challenge. You can work that out in the 3 minutes it's going to take me to do this errand.
Okay. Now that she's gone. Yes. All right, so we're probably going to get a fairly unripe pomegranate, I would think. Let's see what she comes back with. But yeah, I wonder where I... Are you back?
Yeah, I'm back. So this one was on the ground.
Is your mic still plugged in?
No. I brought you a blossom flower.
Trying to find my printing that I did. Lost the sketchbook. That's annoying. That is nice looking. All right. So, how should we do this? I could just put it there. I'm gonna get rid of the tree. I'm gonna get rid of the tree and give us this instead. So there's a pomegranate. A living, breathing pomegranate. There it is. Nice, I think I'll draw one down here. Draw it in sepia ink. There's a little piece of a blossom. Okay.
Yeah, Jen is asking, are there flowers of course? Yes, the bright orange flowers. And see the kind of ruffly part of the pomegranate? That's where the blossom was. Pretty cool, right?
Sorry, I'm just still trying to arrange this so you can see it and I can see it.
Elaine's asking us to cut it open. She clearly wasn't present for the part of me commenting on what a massive mess maker. Plus, this one was on the ground,
Yeah,
meaning it might have insects inside.
It'll be gross and it'll be white. It won't look like a proper pomegranate.
Yeah, they're not quite ready. They get ready around Thanksgiving.
nice drawing a piece of fruit sitting right in front of me like this. That was a good idea. That you had to go out and get this and bring it in here. Now, I can't remember if this ink is waterproof. I have a feeling it's not.
The Ecolini?
No, this is Winsor Newton calligraphy ink. Well, I guess we could find out. Maybe I'll just be careful. Oh, it seems to be holding. Okay. Oh, it does. Okay, it's good. Phew. That would have been ugly.
Scarier than Friday the 13th?
The terror of a bleeding line. Bleeding everywhere.
Don't walk under a ladder. Also, don't use...
Don't moisten calligraphy ink after it's supposed to be dry.
Nina said she can hear Twigs breathing. Yes, she's laying right on my microphone, which I tried to move unsuccessfully. She's a very sleepy little dog.
I mean, she does so much.
She had a big walk.
She spends the whole day sleeping. And that's exhausting, as you know.
She does like to be held like a baby, though, and I like it, too.
All right, so there it is. It's not what I expected to do there, but it has successfully eaten up a few more minutes. That's the problem with watercolor. I watercolor really quickly. I can't help it. So yeah.
What about some colored pencil action?
No, that just wouldn't go with this.
Really?
I don't think so.
A rainbow?
You know what? What if we do cut it in half?
Oh, God. I really think there might be bugs inside.
Cut it in half in the kitchen.
Okay. All right.
Oh. You want to just pin that microphone onto Twiggy while you're gone? Yeah, it's really, it is kind of gross.
I think it's going to be super gross.
We'll see what it's like.
But,
we'll find out.
We're into science.
We'll find out. See what happens. This is, it's a day of experimentation. Or possibly infestation. See, Elaine says this has been a very educational episode. It's true. I hope it's been useful information that you've learned. Yes, draw with me the bug episode. Yeah, we are. Marie Park says, I learned to cut open pomegranates in a large bowl full of water from Martha Stewart. I don't think she heard me. She's a Martha Stewart fan, though, so maybe she knows that. I'm always amazed at what she knows, and I'm also amazed by what she doesn't know. I think she went out to get a fresh one, a different one. Sounds like. What do you call a pomegranate that tells jokes? A punegranate. Is that an actual joke? Or yeah. Punegranate. So apparently you're supposed to cut open pomegranates in a large bowl full of water.
Yeah, I do that. It doesn't really make that much of a...
How did that work?
So the first one, as suspected, was covered. It had black stuff inside. So I picked another one, and it's not as ripe.
So this is what it looks like at this point. Let me just switch back and show you.
This is a September.
This is what it looks like. Wait, that's not what I wanted to show you. I wanted to show you this. There we go. So, yeah.
Yeah. So those will turn ruby red-ish.
So, all right, so maybe we'll just do a little quick drawing of that. Of a rather unappetizing...
Yeah, it's not fully cooked.
Looks kind of like a little king with multiple eyes. Kind of a horrifying, nightmarish king.
I like the idea of making pomegranate molasses.
For what? What do we use? I mean
we
go through a lot of molasses.
What? Oh, it's like a condiment in Lebanese sort of food, right?
Oh, right. I guess that's true.
I think it's delicious.
Pomegranate molasses. Now, what is molasses? It's kind of like...
Yeah, you like boil it down until it becomes a syrup, I think. Heather said they're tiny. Yeah, they're not fully cooked yet. They're getting bigger on the tree.
Yeah, it'll be really big.
They are. They're like a softball.
But this looks like it's like a dissection.
Yeah.
And it has these like sections that have the seeds in them. They're kind of
Arls.
Compartments.
They're not seeds.
They're arls, right? I'm not sure what that means, but
I'll Google it. I'll tell you.
Like, what's the difference between an arl and a seed?
What is the difference between an arl and seed? I must have spelled arl wrong. Maybe it's aril. Yeah, Google doesn't love this.
Just say pomegranate arl and it'll correct your spelling.
Well, an arl
Say it 3 times fast.
is a specialized outgrowth from a seed that partly or completely covers the seed.
Yeah, that's really
I guess it is a seed.
So it's like a
There
seed.
are also pseudo-arls.
Or maybe it's a husk. Like the whole thing is...
The arl may create a fruit-like structure called a false fruit. The edible false fruit of the longan, lychee, and ackee fruits are highly developed arls. Then a pericarp layer. My goodness. Notably, the yews and related conifers. It doesn't say anything about pomegranate. Maybe I don't know.
No, they're definitely called arls. There's no question about that. I mean, the pomegranate things are called. That's where we learned the word. By becoming pomegranate owners, proud pomegranate owners.
Yeah. It's a fruit-bearing deciduous shrub. See, it's not really meant to be a tree.
Yeah, it's a shrub.
It grows between 5 and 10 meters tall. I can tell you ours are taller than that. And they're actually
10 meters tall? Ours are.
Oh, yeah, that's
30,
true.
That's 30 feet tall.
Yeah, no, it's not. It's rich in symbolic and mythological associations in many cultures. Pomegranate is thought to have originated from Afghanistan and Iran before being introduced and exported to other parts of Asia, Africa, and Europe. Had to travel a great distance to get here to Phoenix. It was introduced into Spanish America in the late 16th century and into California by Spanish settlers 1769.
The famous year of the pomegranate.
The fruit is typically in season in the southern hemisphere from March to May and in the northern hemisphere from September to February. Pomegranate and juice, variously used in baking, cooking, juice blends, garnishes, and cocktails.
Welcome to More Than You Ever Wanted to Know About Pomegranates. It's a weekly show. Next week we'll be talking about the rind of the pomegranate.
The name pomegranate derives from medieval Latin, pomum, apple, and granatum, seeded, possibly stemming from the Old French word for the fruit, pomegrenade. The pomegranate was known in early English as apple of Granada, a term which today survives only in heraldic blazons. This is a folk etymology confusing the Latin granatus with the name of the Spanish city of Granada, which is derived from an unrelated Arabic word. All right, I can say I've bored the you people.
Yes. Is anybody awake out there still? Cocktails. That's what people are just yelling about. All right. I forgot pomegranate. I forgot the A.
Yeah, people are unhappy.
Oh, you people.
The Nates of the world. Yeah, Yellow Sun Star said, great in frozen margaritas. That was my intention in 2021 when I ruined our kitchen. Had to take that kitchen down to the studs to get it clean again. And honestly, it wasn't that great. It was kind of cool to say these are pomegranate margaritas from our orchard, our personal orchard. That was a bit of braggadocio.
But now we just lie about it. We just say, these avocados? Yeah, I just picked them off the tree this morning. Oh, this Fuji apple? Sure, I grew it in the backyard.
Just one of those things that are just simply not worth it.
These Seeks candies, I just made them last night. I think we're
done.
Well, we're ending early.
But that's okay.
Yeah, I mean, there's a day. If you look back in the history of Draw With Me, there were days where I would knock out a Draw With Me in 5 minutes. Now it's become an epic event. But that's because I enjoy spending more time with JJ and the rest of
people.
And the rest of you people.
So if we picked up 9 minutes that we weren't expecting to have today, we should apply that to a margarita later, right?
Possibly.
I think we will.
I can find. Here it is. Just can you man the phone while I try and find the sketchbook?
Cindy very kindly says it was a great session, even though it's a little
random.
No, but it is a little random, but it's also a little short in the tooth.
No. Believe me, we can kill 10 minutes. Here it is.
Oh, nailed it. Landed the plane.
Here we go. So this is, get out of here. Sorry, let me go back here. Yeah, so this is one that I did a while ago. Here's one I prepared earlier of the pomegranate. And so you can see what I did here is this is in gouache, and I did a cross section, and I wrote, here's the aril. The seed is inside the aril, the membrane, the rind, the stamen, the calyx, the locules, the albedo, and the mesocarp. I think I probably made most of that stuff up. And I wrote, our trees have yielded several boxes of fruit after 6 months of effort. Jenny halves each one and scoops out the seeds, each in its aril, then separates them from the chunks of membrane. She pulses them in the food processor, then mashes them through a sieve. Loads of work to make delicious margaritas for us. And here it says, leaves are falling and some fruits are left for birds.
Yeah, it's funny, the leaves, so they turn yellow and then they all fall like in one day.
Yeah.
Like it goes from beautiful, fruit-laden, yellow, done, over.
Yeah, I did. I made an animation on Procreate of the pomegranate trees shedding their leaves. Maybe I'll show you that one day if you behave. Here's a recipe for granola.
Now we're really like killing time. Let's wrap it up.
Really? Pepitas, ginger, cinnamon, sunflower seeds, raisins, and craisins, coconut oil, honey, and molasses. Molasses comes back again.
Pomegranate
How many shows
molasses.
on YouTube are you going to see with 2 separate molasses references in a single program?
We're going to have to get a molasses emoji
Yeah.
for members.
That's
Okay.
a good one. All right, guys.
That was awesome.
I think we're done. We're done-ish, because I still want to remind you of a few things.
Yeah.
I want to remind you to share your pomegranates.
Yeah, we want to see them.
They're not just for you. They're for everybody. So share them.
Or whatever kind of tree you might have tackled. Maybe you tackled your own tree.
Tackle
your own
Go
yard.
tackle your tree. So if you've tackled whichever tree you've tackled, share it online, meaning on Instagram or on Facebook or in the schoolyard. Tag it, hashtag SBS Draw With Me, so we can find it and we can share it with the rest of the world next week. Danny'sEssays.com is probably the second or third most popular website on the internet these days.
Well, because it's free.
Because it's free, unlike all those other expensive websites that you're paying huge amounts of money for. This one's free, and if you go there, you can sign up for my essays.
Tips, advice, encouragement.
Recommendations.
A little Friday love letter in your email inbox.
Dad jokes.
Yeah, there are occasional dad jokes.
Stuff.
Yeah,
so you can get it for free. And if you haven't yet, I don't know what to tell you. You're just not paying attention.
I think there are some people that are first timers.
Okay.
So, yeah.
I'd also join and become a member of this channel. That is different than subscribing. It means that you will get to join me in my studio, because I'm doing stuff in here all the time, and a lot of it is hidden from the public.
It's special.
But you'll get to see it and participate in things like Selfie-tember, Nudivember.
Mystery October.
Yes, exactly. Stinktober. Don't be handling that.
All right, it's time to wrap it up.
And then subscribe to this channel, like this video,
Help
be
us
a
out.
friend, help us out.
Oh, check out Danny's new video about illustrated journaling. You just put that up today or yesterday?
Yeah, this one I mentioned at the beginning. It's our newest video, just came out today, about the 7-day challenge.
Sweet.
Join me on the 7-day illustrated journal challenge.
All right.
Change your life, rock your world.
And we'll see you next week. And you know what? Next week when we see you, fall will have arrived.
Fall will have begun to fall.
Well, maybe